there! Have you subscribed to our channel yet? Invite your friends and search for CSLGH.
down in trouble and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh, nothing is going right. It's going right. Just close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up, oh, this night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running just to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call. Yes, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend? But people can be so cold to hurt you, and they can desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. No, no. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running just to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call. You say I'll be there. Yes, I will. And I'll be there. Yes, I will. And I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend.
Do you have a friend right here? You have a friend. Welcome. Thank you, Jason Goldstein. Isn't he wonderful? Please give him some love. My name is Andrea Recht, and I am a practitioner here. I'm all wound up. I'm just hyped up. We're so excited that you're all here. Welcome to our 10:30 service. It's exciting for us today because we have one of our candidates who's speaking, and I see she has a group here from Ventura, so welcome to all of you. I will be doing a proper introduction of Reverend Jennifer, but I am going to invite her to come up to the pulpit here with me so she can assist us in our call to service, which we call Lighting the Flames of Faith. This is a ceremony that we perform every week to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, and all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. So I invite you to hear these truths as if you're hearing them for the first time. Maybe you are. But if you've heard them before because you come every week, let's open ourselves to the newness, the possibility of hearing these truths for the very first time. So as Reverend Jennifer lights the first candle, it is for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. The second candle is lit for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. Reverend Jennifer is lighting the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. The fifth candle is lit for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths, and the path of compassion. The sixth candle we light for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. The eighth candle is lit for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And Reverend Jennifer lights the 10th candle for all of those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and for the space that we are holding for them here in our center and here at the center of our own being. And then, as Reverend Jennifer lights the healing candle, we invite you to please place silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
There is one flame that burns in our hearts. There is one light that shines through our love. We light this flame with faith. We light this flame with faith. We find this light within our own souls. There is one flame, one light within.
And so how very grateful I am for the eternal nowness of this moment, to have this sacred opportunity to recognize, to recognize, to remember that there is just one power. There is just one presence. There is just one thing going on all the time, everywhere and anywhere, always and in all ways. And that is the divine and perfect activity of infinite intelligence, Spirit, God, the sound of the whales, the sun, the moon, the stars, all life, all creation, emanating from that one great, infinite Spirit. How grateful I am to know that this infinite intelligence, this Spirit, is everywhere expressing itself always and in all ways. And knowing this, I know that it is right here, right now, expressing as my very life and the life of each and every sacred individual here, our online community, everyone, everywhere. And it is in this consciousness of oneness, from this place of absolute unification, that I simply bless this morning's service, knowing that it unfolds in perfect ways and in perfect order, with ease and with grace. Blessing Reverend Jennifer as she comes forward to allow the word of infinite intelligence to speak in through and as her very presence, knowing that the message she delivers, the word that she speaks, comes from a place of faith and conviction, and knowing that God is the only thing going on. So I bless her as she comes forward to shift and lift us in new ways. And so I just remain thankful and grateful, more grateful than words could ever express, for this opportunity to anchor this truth in our awareness this morning. As I release this word to that action of spirit known as law, which only and always says, yes, my beloved, yes, it is so, and in you I am well pleased. So I know it is done. I know it is so. I can just simply let it go and allow it to be. And in agreement, we simply affirm this together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Good morning again. Happy to be here. Happy you're all here, because it wouldn't be as much fun if you weren't. And so I appreciate all you folks coming from Ventura to hear Reverend Jennifer, and our own community to show up in this wonderful way at this exciting time. We had the opportunity to meet with Jennifer and her husband Bill yesterday at a lovely little meet and greet that we had. I feel bad that I kind of kicked people out at 1 o'clock, but we called it, from 11 to 1. And so at 1 o'clock, I was like, okay, everybody, it's time to go, because I wanted to honor, their time commitment also. So I apologize if I put anyone off by sending you home. I just got a funny look from Reverend Maureen, like, yeah, maybe you did. So please come back at 1 o'clock for Jennifer's workshop, which she was going to talk about in first service, but didn't get around to it. So I'm just going to tell you that the title of her workshop is Who I Am Reflects How I Am. And isn't that true? Yes, so we're looking forward to that. And I'd like to welcome her two boys who are here with us this morning also. You can... So I wanted to talk about something this morning. So here's... when I moved into the place that I currently live about 28 or 32 or some years ago, I had the opportunity to purchase some new furniture when I was moving into my new home. And one of the things I purchased was a couch. And it was a great old couch, big and comfortable, and a great napping couch. And of course, it turned out to be the dog's couch, right? As you know, if you have pets, you know how that works. So I've decided, because it was time, long past time, for me to get a new couch, that it was time for me to start looking. So I went out and I was looking at couches, but I noticed this feeling of kind of a separation anxiety that I was having over this couch that had so many memories of the grandkids, spitting up on it, and the dog tearing it up, and the kids cuddling on it and laying on it and watching movies. And when I finally took it out, I noticed popcorn kernels all under the couch. And anyway, the thing that I noticed was this kind of separation anxiety and uneasiness that I had about letting go. And it made me think about the things that I hold on to in my belief system that are sometimes hard to let go. And in this teaching, attachment or clinging to physical things or particularly specific outcomes can block our spiritual growth. Okay, not so much releasing a couch, maybe, but I used it as a metaphor for this. And we begin to realize in this teaching that true power comes from releasing our grip on things and trusting, right? Trusting. So Ernest Holmes says, I see the light, and I'm sorry I'm going over because I spent a lot of time doing things that I didn't need to do. The mind, Ernest Holmes says, the mind is a magnet, and we attract that with which we identify the self. In order to get the most out of life, we must learn consciously to change many of our habitual thought patterns. And this is not always easy, for our old thought patterns cling to us with great tenacity. But being thought patterns, they can be reversed. Growth requires letting go of limiting beliefs and mental boundaries. And then I found this great little, it's not really a poem, and it's short. I'm going to read it. And it's attributed to Holmes. I'm not sure he actually, no. Jennifer's saying, no, he didn't. Okay, he didn't. I still like it. It goes like, oh, you do?
Her name's Sapphire Rose.
Oh, I know Sapphire Rose. She was from Agape.
Yeah, it's a paraphrase.
Sapphire Rose wrote this. And it goes like this. She let go without a thought or a word. She let go. She let go of the fear. She let go of the judgments. She let go of the memories that held her back. She let go of all the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. She didn't analyze whether she should let go, and she didn't call her friends to discuss the matter. She just let go. Thank you.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in this world agree, well, there will be an answer, let it be. But the part that it's a chance that I will see, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, 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 let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music, and Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. 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 Shine until tomorrow, let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Everybody. Woo! Jason always has the perfect song and the perfect take on the perfect song. I love how you make every song your own. Thank you so much for that. Beautiful. I have some announcements, and I have very specific instructions to please read as written for event clarity. And I have a hard time doing that, I'm just going to tell you right now. But here we go. Practitioners are available today in the treatment room for a 2-minute affirmative prayer. If you are a licensed practitioner, please let us know by raising your hand. You can also find a practitioner. Yeah, you too. You can also find a practitioner online at cslgh.org. Each attendee of today's Sunday service and candidate workshop, presented later at 1 o'clock, will receive an evaluation form to turn in for feedback. Those are on the front table in the lobby. If you are watching online and would like to receive this form, please request this by emailing admin@cslgh.org. This is not mandatory, but we are inviting you to participate in this if you would like to. We'd like to host happening and contact forms in our hall. Also, who is somewhere in the office to this. CLGH members, please stay. Look forward to gathering with our community, our general meeting after the meeting gets completed. So, on August 2nd, we will have a meeting after the Senate service where voting will take place for our new senior minister position. Please join us for this important process, and you must be a member of this community in order to vote. So if you think you're a member but you're not sure, ask us. If you're not a member but you want to be, fill out a membership form and promise to pledge $1,000 a month to our church. Okay, it's really only 100. Just kidding. This Wednesday, I'm getting slap happy, I swear. We had a long day yesterday with our wonderful candidate, and all of a sudden I feel so tired. This Wednesday, July 15th at 7 o'clock, please join Wayne McDonald, one of our practitioners. He's sitting in the second row, second seat. Why is everybody sitting on this side of the room and nobody said, 4 people? Look at this. I feel like I'm leaning this way. Anyway, Wayne does this wonderful Tibetan singing bowl meditation, and he's doing it this coming Wednesday. So come enjoy a peaceful midweek reset. Donations are accepted at the door. And now I'm going to ask, Chloe, are you bringing up the gratitude box, or is Barbara? Barbara's bringing up the gratitude box. We have a little box in the front lobby that you could put something in that you're grateful for. So this is what somebody wrote.
Okay, so Steve picked it out, and it says, I'm grateful for my eyes to see the morning skies full of subtle pinks and blues.
Oh, wow. The poet. We have a poet in the house. That's lovely. This morning, earlier, they were grateful for the sun and the moon and the stars and all of you. We've got poets around here. So we are now going to do our Declaration of Principles. So if you can and if you'd like to, please join me as we recite what we believe in. And here it is. We believe in one universal spirit, manifesting through all, natural, incarnated in us. We believe that the universal spirit is personal to and reveals itself through everyone who recognizes its presence. We believe that our faith operates on the law of mind, which automatically manifests in our experience according to that faith. We believe in the unity of all life and the immortality of the individual soul forever expanding. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the givingness of life to all. Please remain standing for our song.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voices of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voices of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world.
That's lovely. Thank you for joining us in that. So now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce you. Lots of you know her already, but some of us don't know her quite as well. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Reverend Jennifer. Reverend Jennifer, with a hyphenated last name, Gadberry-Hadrys. Reverend Jennifer Gadberry-Hadrys. Jennifer has thrived after finding and adopting the principles of the science of mind and can't wait to help others along their journey on this path. Love, kindness, and connection are what she strives for in all aspects of her life. This specifically outpictures in her talks and in the classes that she loves to teach. Reverend Jennifer believes in the power of community and in the importance of shared experiences. She's passionate about creating spaces where individuals can explore their spirituality and connect with one another. Through her work, she aims to inspire others to embrace their own unique journeys and cultivate a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. So join her in the exploration of love, growth, and transformation that she's going to share with us this morning. Please help me in welcoming Reverend Jennifer.
Thank you, my dear. So really quick, don't start my timer yet. Oh, I love a tech team, I do. My microphone's on, so that's good because I adjusted it. Real quick, the workshop after this at 1, Who I Am Reflects How I Am, is going to be a workshop on finding your authentic self and living from your authentic voice. So please come, and it's online, so if there's handouts, if you're here and you can't come back, there's handouts and it'll be live streamed so you can follow along at home. So I'm really excited about the workshop, so please come. So, okay. Now you can set my timer. All right. I feel like I should wait another minute so it'd be right. Never mind. That's a test. It's too OCD, I know. So welcome. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to this service. I'm Reverend Jennifer, like Andrea said, visiting from the faraway place of Ventura, California. So I know why I'm here, but I'm going to ask everybody else, why are you here today? Some of you might be here because your mom told you to be here. And they were promised food, so, and some of you might be here because you knew there was a new candidate and you wanted to see what she looked like on stage and what, you met me yesterday and you wanted to make sure I translated okay up here. And who knows, some of you might have just wandered in off the street, so welcome, awesome, good luck, thanks. But the question really is more existential, more in the philosophy, right? Why do the philosophers or theologians or that drunk friend at 2 a.m. at Denny's, why are we here? My youngest looks at my oldest. They're still young, so. But why are we here? Following the teachings of Ernest Holmes and lots of other different denominations, and when we look in, it's one of the questions that religion is kind of here to answer. Why I think we are here is that we are here so God can experience itself. It's a kind of nebulous, right? But God, we know, God is everything in everything as everything. God is perfect consciousness. That is a non-physical thing. God is this non-physical and physical. But so think of God not as a person, as this non-physical consciousness. It's perfect. It could just be happy, just being itself, just chilling. But God is creative. So God created all of these things. God created all of those stars and planets and the galaxies. And God created this planet. And just on this planet, think of all of the amazing things that God creates all the time. God created the aurora borealis. God created the multi-generation migration of monarch butterflies. That's nuts. That's crazy, right? I mean, the mycelial network, octopuses. Think of all of these things. They're probably all those Netflix documentaries you've been watching since COVID, right? Like, I watch all those nature things. And it's like, it's amazing. It's like, it feels like this creative force is happening and it's beyond my little small brain can imagine. It comes up with all of these things and things that we're discovering more and more every day. So for me, obviously, God is easy to see in nature. My family is, we scuba dive together. My oldest is actually a scuba instructor, and he's the one that noticed that that's a scuba tank over here. It's like, that's a scuba tank. I'm like, no way, I gotta tell a scuba story. Look at that. So my husband and I, in January, were scuba diving in Cabo San Lucas. And the dive guide, we charter a boat, and the dive guide goes, I'd like to go on the corridor. I think we're gonna scuba with try to scuba with whales. And my husband's talking to the dive guide, and I'm over here on the boat, and I'm like, and my husband's like, yep. Bill's like, yeah, whales, that's awesome. Yeah, let's go. And I'm like, what? Yeah. So I have a video from Cabo also where I'm scuba diving, and the video is my fin wash hits a puffer fish, and the little puffer, they're my favorites. I mean, it was, and the puffer fish goes, like it spun off from my fin wash. I didn't kick it; it was my fin wash. But so when the dive guide goes, we're gonna dive with whales, the only thing going through my head was, I'm gonna be the puffer fish. Like, that whale is gonna fin wash me, and I'm gonna be, over somewhere else, not on the corridor anymore. I'm like, no, what? No. And it's like, nope, this is what we're doing. And I am so glad I didn't let the fear stop it. So we get into the water, and we hear whale song from the water. It's the whales singing, they're clicking. You can tell it's more than one whale going. It is the most beautiful thing. It is an immersive Jacques Cousteau experience. I mean, and I'm trying really hard to not hold my breath so I can hear it better, because because in scuba, if you hold your breath, that's really, really bad. You don't do that. So you have to breathe. I mean, it's one of the great things about scuba is you have to breathe continuously. You can never hold your breath, right? So I'm just, it's amazing. It's amazing. And we get out of the water, and the captain of the boat, we get out, and he's, and 150 yards that way, pretty sure a whale is having a baby. And when the whales have babies, the whale, one whale, while she's having the baby, will have another adult whale, and the other adult whale midwifes the birth. It's God, folks, it's God. So she's having a baby, the other whale's there. We watch as the two adults lift the baby to the surface. The baby takes a breath, and we watch that, and then they start swimming, and we let the boat kind of drift along, still away from them, and we watch, and then an adult does the fin on the water, and the baby flops its fin into the water. Oh my gosh, that is God, right? So Bill's got a better video. So if you want to if you don't get a prayer with him, at least have him show you the video. This is I was able to get a clip of it, but it's never the same, right? Like I said, that is God. To me, that's where I know God. That's the easy place to know God. So Ernest Holmes has a quote that I'm going to work with today that kind of explains this, and I'll get back around to it near the end if I don't run out of time. So a person's experience is the logical outcome of their inner vision. Their horizon is limited to the confines of their own consciousness. Wherever this consciousness lacks a true perspective, its outward expression will lack proper harmony. So in Mexico, I was in proper harmony. It was really easy to get in proper harmony with whale song and being on the warm water with my beloved, and you're just jiving, right? And then sometimes in life we're not in perfect harmony. Sometimes we are experiencing non-harmony, dis-ease. There's some other catchy phrases you might hear around here. To help us with that, CSL Home Office comes up with monthly themes and monthly books. This month, the theme in the book is working with Princess Hemphill, and the book is What It Takes to Heal. And Princess Hemphill is very active in social justice, and she's also a somatic healer. And so she realized the things that she was doing in social justice and the being in the world, she could find those wounds in her body. And she was working with how to heal that. And she was talking about the wounding really came from living not as her authentic self. Right? So she calls those that disconnection from her authentic self wearing masks. And so she says, masks can be given to us, or we can form them ourselves to survive something. And they may be necessary and helpful sometimes until they become a problem. So Princess Hemphill about masks talks about how they are passed down, and when we know how and why that mask or part came to be, we know it is not the true shape of our faces. And I love that, that you start realizing that you're wearing this mask and it's reshaping your face, your face, how. And then I was thinking, well, am I really attached to my face? Have you ever seen the Jetsons, those old Jetsons, and the mom puts on the mask so that because someone's calling her on the and she puts on a physical mask because she doesn't have her makeup on yet. Have anybody seen that? Anyway, I love that. And now we have Zoom and you can put filters on and everything, right? But we do that. We're so afraid of our own self that we don't want people to think or judge it, that we will put that on. And so she says that simply that when we wear the mask, she doesn't say this, I say this. Simply this, we came here to fulfill our soul's purpose, which is an evolution of the God, of soul, and it is. We came here to participate in this vast tapestry of the world. Every single one of us is a specific thread in the tapestry of our lives and in the world. And if we come here and we decide that I am supposed to be the gold thread that runs throughout, maybe I picked that one, but I decide, well, all the threads next to me are not that. Or I came from threads that look like this, so maybe I should be that. Well, the tapestry is going to get all messed up, right? If I decide to put this mask over what I'm really here to be. So Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, that's why we quote him all the time, wrote in New Horizons, "Since God does not manifest itself alike in every person, being unique in each, no person need feel out of place in the universe in which they live. There is a right something for each one to do." See, that's your thread, right? That's what you're here to do. There's that right something that each one of us is here to do. You know, and I love how he says it like it's so easy. No person need feel out of place in the universe in which they live. Like, okay, so why do I? You know, why do I sometimes feel a little out of place? He'd be like, I don't know. No, he wouldn't say that. I'm sure he was very compassionate and nice. Sometimes his reading feels a little judgy, and I think, oh wait, I'm judging myself. Okay, so, it's from me. So another way to participate that's easy or more available than whales in Cabo. They don't give birth all the time. You know, they're not there on demand. Another way we can participate though is through relationship with each other. So to help with this, I have Martin Buber. He is a philosopher, Jewish philosopher and professor, and he was teaching in 1914 and then probably 1920 he wrote the book I, Thou in German. So really quick, thou in German is like the divine in you, not you. So thou is like namaste, right? The highest in me and the highest in you. So that's what the thou means. And he says, all real living is in meeting. So he got into that, that philosophy not easily. He's a teacher. He's teaching mysticism, and he's finding God. He's on the search for God, and he's spending hours in prayer, contemplative meditation, studying the works. He's that guy, all about that. He's doing all of these things. And one day he's upstairs in his house. He's in his prayer room. Maybe some of you have one of these. You know, I vision him. He probably was not on a prayer cushion. That's me. But you know, and he's doing his stuff, and he hears a knock on the door. He goes down, and it's a friend, a young man that used to be one of his students. And the young man is there, and they have a nice conversation, just a nice, but Buber isn't fully present in this conversation because he wants to get back to doing what he was doing. He was doing the work of knowing God. And this young man came, and it's just niceties, right? Just, how's your mom and them? You know, I'm sure. And it's short, and the guy leaves. And then he finds out later that that young man dies in World War I in battle. And then he finds out from a mutual friend that it might have been suicide, that the young man might have gone into battle, and the young man had come to him in crisis, had come to Buber in crisis, had come to him with that question, why are we here? Why am I here? You are this brilliant, wise teacher, and I need help, and he came for the help. And they never got around to that part of the conversation. Buber wasn't fully present in that moment. Buber was wearing his mask, I'm a mystical teacher, I'm a prayer, I'm a seeker of God mask. And it kept him from being able to connect with this young man. So Buber later says, ever since then, I have given up the sacred. I know now no fullness, but each mortal hour's fullness. The mystery for him no longer became out there. It was found in the present moment with the present person in the present world. And that's how he wrote the I, Thou book. So that's it, right? God is here to experience itself, and we're here to experience God in everyone we meet. And everyone we meet is here to experience God in us. And what happens is we get so confined by humanness and ego and all of these things is that we wear these masks, these form, you know, this form, like I have to be this, I have to be that. And we forget that we came here to be something authentic. We forget that the person in front of us was here to become something authentic. And we put on these societal masks or whatever to function, we believe, right? It's protection or self-doubt. So Hemphill later says, I think, maybe, that she says that we don't have to just chuck the masks. You don't just throw that one away. I used to watch quilting shows on PBS when I was in college as a way to ground myself. And this lady used to go, throw that one away. And I would just, that's my catchphrase now. So I'm stealing it from her. So she says, healing as an awareness of ourselves, our emotions, our habits, and our ability to perceive sensations through our bodies. So no, you don't have to, sometimes when we say, oh, we're going to throw something away, we're pushing it away, or you're still attached to it because you're calling it bad, you're calling it whatever. And that's not the thing. It's the acknowledging why it's here, how it might be part of us, what it parts and what aren't. So that's how we go to that nothing is to be healed, only wholeness to be revealed. You hear that when you go to a practitioner, you're Ernest Holmes, right? You're here. There's no need to suffer, right? But sometimes might hear there's no need to suffer, and it's like, oh great, I'm doing this wrong now, right? So we don't want to live from that space either. So, Buber would say the same thing, right? The wholeness is revealed through the thou, the person becomes the I. We reflect back and forth to each other, God. When you speak to the cashier at the grocery store, that's God. And if you wear a mask of someone that is in a hurry or someone that is annoyed or someone, that's all that person can see of God. You're reflecting God to them too. So those are those opportunities. And if you're an authentic, because I know you all come here, so I know you're all little burning lights of love and kindness and joy and compassion and pick your word. So when you're at DMV, show up as that. You can choose it, right? You can choose it. I don't know. I probably failed the DMV test too. So I don't know why I threw that one out there. I make him go to DMV. So or those two. Somebody has to go. It's not me. So I'm going to give everybody a quick, if you don't want to read Buber or Prentice Hemphill, I would read Prentice Hemphill, but if or the multitude of Ernest Holmes books, this is something you can do. It'll take you not even 2 hours. Everybody, the cinematic, there's a movie. It's a masterpiece. Everyone should see it. I promise you. It is metaphysical gold. It is. Dora the Explorer and the Lost City of Gold. If you haven't been around small children, you may not be familiar with Dora the Explorer. She's a cartoon, and she throws in Spanish words randomly. She's wonderful. Love her. She has a cousin Diego. He saves animals. It's like one of my favorite kids shows. And they made a movie about teenage Dora. So teenage Dora is in the jungle, raised feral, and she has to go to LA and live with her cousin Diego for a little bit while her parents are off on an adventure. And she's been raised in the jungle by herself with her parents, and her monkey. And so, she has a hard time adjusting to high school in LA. Some would say that is healthy. So she has this disaster at a dance, and her cousin Diego's so mad at her, and he's like, they were mocking you, they were laughing at you and me, you've been here for weeks, how do you not see that? And Dora, they're so sweet, she looks at him and she just says, I see it, I'm not stupid, but I have to be myself, that's all I know how to do. Yes, I know. But if your kids do that, you're like, No. Anyway. But she chose herself. So, you can take the Buber lesson, you can take the Holmes lessons, you can take the Princess Hemphill lessons. But I'm going to tell and ask everybody here right now to take the lesson of Dora the Explorer in the confines, right? So, life is here for your enjoyment, for your evolution, for you to experience. You're God. You are all God, experiencing God, experiencing God, experiencing God. That's what you're all here for. And what if, instead of saying the confines of my consciousness are a limitation, the confines of my consciousness that Ernest Holmes is talking about is what I choose them to be. I choose my confines. I choose my playground. You watch kids on a playground, if they go on the monkey bars and they fall down, they don't go, oh, I failed monkey bars, right? They just run off and do something else, or they just keep doing monkey bars until they master it. I want you to do that in your life. So I'm going to put on my mom voice and just let you all know that you're not getting graded, right? In life, you're not getting graded. You're here to be who you are. I know they're looking at each other. You're not. I mean, I'm not even here to pass a survey or to win a position here. I'm here to meet you and to let you meet me. And I know that the other people are here for you to meet them and for the right things for Granada Hills, because this life is a playground. So, with that said, I'm going to put on my mom voice. I'm going to tell everybody that consciousness is a playground, so go play. All right. So we're going to anchor this talk in prayer. So I just like to do that, even though I'm a little over, so it's okay. Actually, I just really, really love talking with music accompaniment. I love it so much. When you pray at home, everybody, I would suggest getting a recording of Jason, and you let him play behind you. So taking that deep breath in, centering into this moment, remembering that there is only one divine consciousness, one infinite observer, one God. And as I know and remember that there is only one, I know that that one is me speaking this word right now as Jennifer. And as I know that truth for myself, I know that truth for every single person here. Every single person here is a perfect divine spark of the divine, experiencing the divine for the soul evolution of consciousness, the soul evolution of humanity. I know that the word spoken today, the message spoken today of authenticity is planted in the hearts of every single person here. I know that every single person here carries that confidence of authenticity with them as they leave today. I am so grateful to remember God in this moment. So grateful to hold this truth for every single person hearing my voice. So grateful, always. And I release this word into the universal law, and together we say, and so it is. Thank you.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? And how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they've forever been? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. And how many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? And how many times must a man turn his head, pretending he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, the answer is blowing in the wind. And how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? And how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? And how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Told now is when we do the offering. So this is a time for sacred giving for everyone here to live in the flow and to give from the overflow. Thank you, Chloe. That's so sweet. So we say this together, yes? Yes, perfect. So everyone with me. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of our supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of my center, knowing it returns to me multiplied and abundantly.
Spirit gives through me, Spirit receives through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me. Spirit lives and breathes through me. Spirit gives through us, Spirit receives through us, Spirit lives and breathes through us. Spirit lives and breathes through us. Spirit gives through you, Spirit receives through you, Spirit lives and breathes through you. Spirit lives and breathes through you.
Just all together, let's breathe together. Knowing that as Spirit moved and breathed through every single gift today, that these gifts feed and nourish CSL Granada Hills, as CSL Granada Hills feeds and nourishes not only this community here in this room, but the community at large. And I know that all of these love and compassion and gifts and abundance fed here ripple out into the world and beyond. So thank you, and all together, let's bless this and say, and so it is.
And so it is. And let us give Reverend Jennifer some love. Yes. What a lovely time. What a lovely day it has been sharing this with you. Listen, we have some refreshments in Sparks Hall. There's some sandwiches and salads and fruit. So if you want to stick around for a little while and then stay for Jennifer's workshop, we'd love for you to do that. Have a cup of coffee, sit down with us, and get to know us if you're from Ventura. And otherwise, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jason, for your gift of music. Thank you to the boys in the sound booth. And thank you once again, Jennifer, for sharing your family with us and coming out. And now, if you'd like to, please join me in a moment of prayer once again as we turn within to that sacred place of the Most High. Turning within to that place where there is always peace and joy and beauty and love. All those qualities that we associate with God, because those are our qualities as expressions of the divine. How grateful I am in this moment to simply give thanks for all that has taken place by means of this morning's service. Blessing and thanking Reverend Jennifer and her family for joining us in this way. So I bless each of us as we move forward in our day, knowing that the upcoming workshop is a divine idea in the mind of God and serves to lift us and shift us to an even greater level. Knowing that we are changed by means of this service this morning as we go forward to our next destination, whether it be Sparks Hall for sandwiches and coffee with new friends and old friends, or whether it means going onward to our next destination. Wherever each of us lands, I know it is blessed and a blessing because we represent as our authentic selves the divine in expression. So for this and so much more than words can express, I remain thankful and grateful as I release this word to that aspect of God known as law, which always and only says yes. So I know it is done. I know it is so. I can let it go and let it be. And in agreement, we simply affirm this together by saying, and so it is. Please join us for the peace song.
That was meant to be, with God as the power, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect